CNN legal analyst Norm Eisen get his perspective. Norm, Trump's lawyer is trying to poke holes in Carroll's evidence of this alleged assault, and he's saying the jurors can hate Donald Trump, but they should take that to the ballot box rather than to this court of law. What do you make of this opening statement?
Wolf, Trump is going to attempt to, through his lawyers in this case and more generally, point to these accusations as being part of a political pattern. For example, his attorneys have pointed to the timing, to the fact that E. Jean Carroll did not file a police report at the time, that she did not come forward publicly. But the problem is, Ms. Carroll is a very credible witness. And she did talk about this with others. Some of them may testify. And of course, there's a larger pattern of conduct. I think the evidence is in Carroll's favor.
Paula, how did Carroll's lawyers try to bolster their case in their opening statements today, considering there were no direct eyewitnesses at the scene of the alleged assault?
So they're trying to establish this as part of a pattern of forcibly kissing, groping, and grabbing women. And in order to do that, they're going to rely on several different types of evidence. First of all, witnesses, both women that she spoke to at the time, contemporaneous accounts that she gave after this alleged incident, as well as women who have experienced alleged other similar incidents with the former president. They also, of course, have the infamous Access Hollywood tape, where then candidate Trump, or I guess he was then citizen during that exchange, he describes behavior that's very similar to this pattern that they're trying to establish. So again, even though they don't have eyewitness accounts, they're trying to bolster this, showing other similar incidents.
Norm, the judge right now is demanding an answer on whether Trump will testify in person by the end of this week. How important is it for his defense that the former president actually shows up?
Well, Wolf, the jury is going to notice that E. Jean Carroll is there every day, all day long, and the jury was very attentive today, very engaged, and that there's an absence at the defense table. There's no avoiding that. That being said,